Okay, so for this chapter 3 observation, where we're supposed to, I read those 3 chapter summaries, and then the 2 people I decided to analyze my text threads with were my mom and then one of my best friends, Thomas. And the first thing that jumps off that I've noticed is there's big chunks of dialogue missing in my text with my mom, because when I have something large to share with my mom, I just tell her to call me. Right? I don't let her interpret it in a text. And then with my best friend, I'll just text it to him. Right? And we can work it out there. But those same things that would have happened, like same timeline, I have my mom call me for whatever reason. I mean, maybe I'm just being a good son. I don't know. But then also small changes, really. In conversations with my mom, I my grammar is way more proper. I I capitalize at the beginning of sentences. I actually use punctuation. Um, I use full sentences. But then when I go to my thread with my best friend, super informal. A lot of just pictures mostly, and then sometimes we'll just text a word. Like I asked him about a plan that we were making, and his comment back to me was just swag in, in capital letters. And then like another thing, like yeah, at one point he said we talked about meeting up and having a double date, and he says of course, and my response to us finalizing the plan was just the word wahoo in capital letters, right? And so getting messages across in super small messages, and then like we use a lot of emojis in those conversations, a lot of pictures, yeah. But that's really the big difference. Is it seems like with my mom I just speak way more formally, right? Maybe because she is older and I speak to her the way that she would expect somebody else to speak to her, the way she'd expect to read a note. Whereas my friend, I text him the way that I speak to him, right? And it's a lot of weird words. Like there's a text that we sent each other where he just said the word ripperoni, and that's what a lot of those texts are, right? A lot of single word responses, or he'll say something and I just send him a picture of my face. It has no context. But I just think that's funny, right? Um, the informality, and like another thing where um, there's a example of a finalizing a plan with my mom, a message I would send back to her. Um, I told her, hey, call me sometimes, we can talk about dinner. We did. We called and talked and set up a plan to have dinner together that weekend. When I set up a time to do that with my friend, he called me, and my text back to him was, "Let's do it," but it's just one word and spelled Lezzduit. So that very interesting.